some nutsucker saying, oh, 7 minutes is better than no minutes. I didn't say anything, but I have my opinion and I can speak, regardless if I'm homeless or not. Water is expensive. Morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. Morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Morning. Happy Monday. morning. Happy Monday. How are you? Where are you watching from? What state are you in? Good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. You guys come in. Could you let me know what state you're in and thumbs up the video, please? When you come in, please thumbs up the video and let me know what state you're in. Please. Pretty please. I'm so congested this morning, y'all. I am so congested. Today is my day off. Yay. I get one day off. Yay. I'm excited. I get one day off. One measly day off I get. One measly day. I need to wash my car. My car is filthy. I need to wash it. I need to vacuum it. I need to do so many different things. I need my big trash bag. Good morning. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Sorry, I sound like this. I feel so congested. I feel like I'm getting a cold or something. I hope that's not the case. Because I live in a shelter. If you guys don't know, I am a homeless woman. Good morning. Just waking up, starting my day. I am off today, so I'm just tying up some loose ends, taking care of a little bit of business. I'm going to go to the laundromat today, wash some of my dirty laundry. I always try to get out of the shelter unless I need to talk to a counselor or somebody there. So I'm out for today. I stay out all day until it's time to go back in for bed. So I stay away. Did you sleep under the air? No, they have air conditioning there, but I don't know. I don't know if it's allergies or I don't hope I'm not catching like a cold or something, but they do have air running, but the air is kind of minuscule. It's not like heavy air. They barely turn it on. So I don't know. I felt like this before I went back to the shelter. So it might be allergies or I don't know. Hope it's just something just passing through. Nothing that's going to stick around. How are you today? You going to work? You getting up headed to work? I'm off today, so I got one day off because I worked Sunday, which was yesterday. Yesterday was my day off too, but they asked me to work, so I was like, yeah, might as well get some overtime. I need all the extra money I can get. So some weeks I'm going to start just doing overtime because I can't seem to find like a second job right now. So if I'm able to get overtime, that's what I'm going to do. If I'm able to catch some little overtime here and there, I'm going to get it because I don't have nothing else to do. You know what I mean? I guess if I could work 7 days a week, I would. I need to do what I gotta do. It's back to the hustle. Back to the hustle and grind. Sorry, I'm barely seeing comments. I could read the comments when I get to like a stop sign, but I'm up on a Monday. I just left the shelter. I'm just up. I'm gonna go try to exercise, get like a 30-minute walk or jog or something. It's probably gonna be a walk today, but go get an exercise in for like an hour, and then I'm gonna go to the laundromat, wash my little clothes. I don't have a lot to wash. Go to my storage and just see what I'm gonna get rid of. I need to really get rid of that storage because I pay 190 something dollars a month for storage and I really don't need it. I just have stuff that I'm still trying to hold on to. So I'm gonna see what I'm gonna let go of. Because really that $190 that I put out for storage every month can stay in my pocket. I really wish I had family members or somebody that had a garage that I could, pay them maybe like $50 a month or something to use their space, but I don't know if they have the space, so I'm not going to worry about asking family anything. Good morning to everybody that's coming in. If you guys come in, can you just give me a thumbs up, please? I will be going live pretty much every day. I'm trying to get my watch time hours up on this channel. I just feel really congested this morning. Really congested. I hope I'm not getting sick because a lot of the women in the shelter I'm noticing, I have my bed pretty much right next to the bathroom. So all the women that get up to use the bathroom like throughout the night and stuff, they use the bathroom, but they never wash their hands. None of them wash their hands. Like none of them. I think I'm the only one in there that washes my hands after I go to the bathroom. And I'm just like, that's why germs are flying because nobody is washing their hands. You about to get up and get ready. Oh wow, that's a lot. Yeah, it's disgusting. I mean, I do carry Lysol in there, but since there's so many women in there, I'm not just going to spray it out because people will probably start complaining. But if I go to the bathroom, I never sit on the toilet. So, and if I ever got to do something else, like in the toilet, I always try to go to the bathroom. If I have to do something else on that toilet, I do it at work or I do it at a Starbucks or something. I try not to ever have to do anything else at that shelter because it's disgusting, right? We do clean it, like they do have chores and stuff like that, but I'm seeing these grown women in their 40s and 50s use the bathroom in the middle of the night and they just walk out. Don't even try to wash their hands. And I just be looking like, are you kidding me? Like even when I had my own apartment and I was by myself, I always wash my hands after I use the bathroom. Like always. And then they go right down and have breakfast in the morning and eat breakfast. This is why people walk around with gloves on their hands because it's nasty. The germs that you can pick up in places like that is crazy. And these are germs that grown people can avoid. They just don't want to. But they be around there talking about everybody else like they're perfect. Like, sis, wash your hands. You're like 50 years old. It's crazy. The stuff that you see in places like that. You know what I mean? I ain't judging nobody, but you should be washing your hands after you come out of that bathroom. And I know some of those nasty women are probably sitting on that toilet seat too. Like I would never. I use the bathroom right up in the air bathroom. I'm not sitting on no toilet seat unless it's my own apartment. Even if I go to the bathroom at work, I do have Lysol at work, so I'm able to spray Lysol on all parts of the parts that I'll sit on, and I will sit on that. But I'll spray Lysol, make sure I wipe it down. I lift up I lift up the toilet seat. I spray Lysol under too, and I wipe it down with a paper towel, and then I go to the bathroom. But if I have to do anything extra, I don't go to the bathroom at the shelter because I see drug addicts in there. I see all types of stuff. So, but I'm there now. Not complaining, but this is just making me want to, find me a job quicker so that I can do what I need to do for myself and just get out. You know what I mean? I see all types of stuff, all types of things, honey. But I mind my business. When it's time for me they get us up at 5:30 in the morning. At 5:30 in the morning, I'm out of there. I have no reason to stick around in that place. There's a whole bunch of negative women, a whole bunch of drug addicts, and I don't want to be around that. I don't need to be around that. Thank God I have a car. I'm able to get out of Dodge. I'm able to just get away. You know what I mean? Even though I'm off today, I'm going to still be doing stuff out here. Like, do my laundry, exercise, just tie up some loose ends out here in these streets. And that's pretty much it for today. That would Yeah, I mean, I'm trying not to give up the opportunity of even sleeping in the shelter. I'm trying to stay where I'm at because I'm trying to see what kind of resources that they're going to help me with. You know what I mean? Like sometimes if you're in the shelters will help. They got connections that can get you into housing that I probably couldn't necessarily get on my own unless I was in a shelter. So I'm trying to shut my mouth and just see what my counselor and see what kind of resources they have to help me so I can get the freak out of there because it's disgusting. There's plenty nights I wanted to go sleep in my car for sure. A lot of stuff had went on there that I didn't really talk about yet. So when y'all check out my videos, my shorts, I'm going to be explaining some things that happened a couple days ago in the shelter that I think you guys will be really interested in hearing. I'm not going to talk about it on my live channel, but I want to talk about it either in my video, my longer form video, or one of my shorts. So, and there was a guy this morning, he left a comment when I was saying something about a 7-minute shower. He was like, well, 7 minutes is better than no minutes. Water is expensive. And I know, and I understand. I understand that totally. But I was just saying, like, wow, even a 10 or 15-minute shower could have been okay. Like, I'm just coming in off the streets from being dirty, from being homeless. So you could at least give me the good grace to give me a shower for at least 20 minutes. And for black women, like, if I need to wash my hair, I'm not going to be able to wash my hair in 7 minutes. So if I wash my hair, I need to go to the gym, basically. So I'm not at the shelter like complaining or being ungrateful for anything that I have. Like I'm glad that I checked myself into a shelter. I'm glad that I did that for myself because I needed to do that. But sometimes shelters have resources that I can't get from other places. Things will definitely get better. Yeah, I know they're going to get better. Yep, I appreciate y'all support. Like a lot of people have been so nice and gracious towards me, like sending me nice comments, and I appreciate it. But sometimes I get comments from people that are just so ignorant and stupid. Donald Trump is making homelessness illegal, and I was homeless. Even when I was homeless, I was out there. I was living in my car, so I wasn't like living in the streets or living under a bridge or anything like that. But what he's doing is he's making people that are homeless living in the streets inside these like encampments. He's making that illegal. He's making the people that are actually living on the streets illegal. I mean, it's illegal to live in your car too, but you could do it. Just don't get caught by the cops. You know what I'm saying? So you have to go to places that the police is not going to frequent, and you'll be okay. Like I was okay inside my car because the places that I chose to stay at, like the cops didn't even come out there like at night. So I was in a good place. But if you're like a scary person, like you're scared to be in parking lots, dark parking lots by yourself, I stayed in the parking lot by myself all night. As long as I locked my doors to my car, I was fine. It was a little nerve-wracking sometimes in the middle of the night. I would get up and go to the bathroom and I would be looking around. I would hear things in the woods, but I wasn't really too scared because I'm a country girl anyway, so I'm used to being in the woods. I'm used to like the woods, the sticks, you know what I'm saying? But I'm grateful where I'm at. I gotta stay there and see what kind of resources they're gonna help me with, you know what I mean? But the energy there is just so bad. Like the women, they're like older women. These women are all gotta be in their 40s and up. Some of them are in their 50s, some are even in their 60s, some are seniors. Senior citizens are in there too. I'm just like, wow, I wonder how you got to this point. And I know they probably wonder about me too, but I don't do a whole bunch of talking. I kind of keep my personal business to myself because you don't want to be blabbering your business to people, to strangers, because you never know. They may not like you like that. So I try to keep it straight, personal. I say to myself, when it's time for that elevator to open in the morning, I be out. 5:30, I'm down the steps in my car trying to get out of here. Because I think I'm the only woman in that whole shelter, as in the women's shelter. I'm the only person that works and has a job. Like none of them other women are working. I guess some of the older ones that might be collecting, Social Security or something or whatever. But I got a job. Trying to think where I'm gonna go to park my car at so I can trying to get some exercise underway. So I guess I'll park in here. I'm gonna try to do me a slow little walk today. A slow, easy, and steady walk to clear my mind. There was this homeless encampment around here. I seen a whole bunch of homeless people like staying behind this. They probably moved that thing. Yeah, they moved it. Oh my God, they moved that truck. Wow, they moved it. Damn, they did move it. Okay, so there was this homeless encampment back here that these homeless people were staying behind the shopping center, and they towed that thing. I guess people probably noticed that homeless people were staying behind it. They towed that bad boy. Damn. I mean, I kind of get it a little bit, and I'm a homeless person myself. Even though some people say you're not homeless, you're staying in a shelter. I mean, staying in a shelter is still considered to be like unhoused and homeless, but I understand that businesses don't want homeless people like camping out around their business. They don't want homeless people in front of their business. They don't want that. And I understand that. And I'm a homeless person. But I understand that because I wouldn't want that crap either, to be honest. If I'm running a business, I don't want a whole bunch of homeless people like outside my business asking for money. That's not a good look for your business. I understand that. But I'm talking about the homeless people that kind of stay out of Dodge. You know what I'm saying? The ones that stay out of Dodge, the ones that's not throwing trash all over the place, and the ones that are not using the bathroom and throwing their waste all over the city. Those are the type of homeless people that I don't like. The homeless people that I don't mind are the ones that, like me. I get out of Dodge, I stay out of Dodge. You don't even know if I'm homeless or not. Like those are the type of people I don't mind. Those are the type of homeless people I don't have no problem with. But the homeless ones that want to stay out, make it look bad, asking people for money outside of your business or whatever business they're in front of, those are the people that I'm not crazy about. Are you all sleeping in the room with the bed? Yeah, it's like a big room and it has like, I think it has like 9 bunk beds in it, and we all have bunk beds. And I think it's probably like 9 or 10 women in there right now, and everybody has a bed on the bottom. Like everybody sleeps on the bottom bunk. There's nobody on the top bunk. So, but they have enough room to house a fair amount of decent women. But right now, I think it's like 9 or 10 of us. And 2 other girls came in last night. The other night, like 2 other white girls had came in. And I don't bother with nobody. Like I leave early in the morning. I work, so I don't stick around there. So I don't be in there trying to get to know those women. I mind my business because a lot of them are like, a lot of those women are bad news. A lot of people that frequent shelters are like into drugs, alcohol, and stuff like that. So I don't really, some of them women need to be in rehab, like drug rehab, but I don't be in there trying to make friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here trying to get my life together. I'm not, some of those women are, their minds are like in the gutter. one of the white girls last night, she was in the bathroom, so she was trying to talk to me, and I'm just like, listen, sis, yeah, I'm not one of those girls. I'm not one of those girls. I be in here minding my damn business, and that's how I want to keep it. But she was trying to just talk to me last night. I'm just like, girl, I'm not in here trying to be friends with you. Because the shelter kind of really reminds me of like prison. It just really does. It gives me prison vibes. Even though I've never been to prison before, the shelter really gives me prison vibes. I just don't know. I just get prison vibes from that place. Yeah, it's just one big room. It's one big giant room with I think it has maybe 10 bunk beds in it. Oh, I got a banana, but the banana went bad. I don't think I'm gonna be able to eat this. I stay low key. I stay to myself. I worry about myself. I don't be in there trying to make friends with nobody. I'm not trying to make friends. I'm not trying to make enemies either, but I don't be there. It's like I'm not there. Because when you're there and you're entertaining the stuff that's going on in there, some of those women in there, they like drama. They want to be around drama stuff. You know what I'm saying? They sit around and complain about the counselors. And yeah, I believe, a lot of those counselors are lazy. A lot of them are lazy. A lot of them are ignorant. A lot of them they're stuck in their ways, but they're not really there to like be our friend or make us feel comfortable. I mean, they kind of should a little bit because we are homeless. They should be a little bit more sensitive to us. But I mean, hey, I ain't staying there all day, so I'll be Audi 5000. Hopefully you can find you something soon. Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm gonna call my counselor today. I don't know if they kind of reach out because, like I said, I haven't been there. I work. Sometimes I work 9 to 5. Sometimes I work in the afternoon. So I'm like out of the shelter pretty much all day. The only thing I do is go there to get in the bed and sleep. That's it. I just go there to sleep. So, yeah, but something will come up soon. I continue to keep myself in prayer, and I know God's going to have something that's going to kind of just come at me. But it just takes time. Things are not going to always necessarily move the way I want them to move, but, I'm going to make it happen. And somebody wanted me to talk about what my experience was like living inside these hotels. Like when I stayed inside the hotel, some of the hotels were really, really nasty. Most of those 1-star, 2-star hotels are nasty. So when you stay in a hotel, especially them low budget hotels, you automatically should know that, you're not getting much. You ain't getting much out of a low budget hotel. Good morning. How are you, Nate? Good morning. Happy Monday. I'm just going to trim my ends real quick. My ends are just straggly. And I'm going to trim my ends. Trim me ends. I need to trim my ends. This is how I trim my ends, y'all. Get those dead ends off my hair. There's really no science to me trimming my ends. I just trim them. Because my ends are straggly. They're really straggly. Straggly. So I was like, yeah, so if we're doing 7-minute showers, I mean, how can you wash your hair when you're in a shelter and you're a woman and you want to wash your hair? How you gonna wash your hair in 7 minutes? Especially like my hair. Gotta condition it, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, damn, how y'all gonna say 7 minutes? 7 minutes is not hardly enough to even wash your back, right? But I can't complain. I'm the homeless person, right? What can the homeless person complain about? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people say, well, you put yourself there. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying we should have more than like a 7-minute shower. I'm just saying, darling. So I trim my ends. That's how I trim my hair ends. I just cut the ends off, and that's that. And I use my hair scissors. That's how I trim my ends. I just trimmed the ends off, chick, chick, clip, clip, clip. And that's how I trim my ends. So hopefully tomorrow when I go to the, well, I got to go back to work tomorrow, so. But I had a pretty decent work week. I can't complain. Do they ask for a portion of your money to set it aside? Well, when I was in a shelter before, like I said, this is my second time in this particular shelter. I was in a shelter like 7 years ago. And that time they did take some of my money. This time they didn't ask for any of my money. I don't know if they're going to take some of my money. Maybe they will. I don't know. But I never really asked them. Sorry to hear that I was homeless in 2017. How long were you homeless? How long were you out? Were you in the streets? Were you living in your car? Were you in a shelter? Um, I've been homeless for almost, January will be 2 years. 2 years that I've been out here. Almost 2 years. Of course, I stayed with family. I stayed with a friend, and it just didn't work out. So, yeah. Being homeless is hard, but you just have to stay focused. You can't get caught up in the street stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I'm homeless, but I'm not really in the streets like that, because I was living in my car I stayed in my car for 33 days. And then after the 33rd day, I was in the city, and I was like, you know what? I might as well try to go sign up for this shelter, because living in a shelter, you can get access to like certain resources. So that's why I felt as though I should go into a shelter, because I get the resources that I need to like try to find me a place. But I'm also trying to look for a second job so I can make the income so I can find me an apartment, because I don't want to move into a place and not have the money to sustain it. So I want to make sure that I have 2 jobs before I even go into an apartment. I really need like an income restricted place. So hopefully they can get me into something like that. That's what I need, something that'll go by my income. If I get something that go by my income, I can move out like immediately. But I don't know if that's possible anymore, because a lot of the income places they have waiting lists, and the waiting list could be anywhere from 5 to 10 years. So I don't know what that looks like for me. I'm not sure, but I'm praying and hoping that those counselors that they got connections that they can get me into like a low income place. I was in a motel for a month and moved into an RV. Okay, nice. Yeah, a lot of people are living an RV life, but they're saying now you can't live in an RV unless it's probably on a campground. So they're cracking down on a lot of stuff, because they know people are like, they don't have a lot of money, so people can't afford rent. So now it's like, you can't afford rent. Is that illegal now? The fact that the jobs are not paying us enough to sustain our lifestyle as far as living and stuff like that, are we going to jail because we can't afford to pay rent? Like, a lot of people can't afford to pay rent, but that's another thing. People need to come together as a family or friends or something and put their resources together to help each other. Instead of people just walking around out here in the world like, oh, I couldn't possibly live with anybody. I don't want a roommate. Like, if you can sustain your bills on your own and you have a job and you're able to pay, that's amazing. That's amazing. But if you need, as a family, to pull your resources together and team up with your sister, your brother, your cousins, people need to start living together and helping each other out. Facts, very true. Nobody wants to help each other anymore. Like, everybody's just kind of like, oh, I don't need somebody in my house. I don't want a roommate. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want a roommate because I got my own ways that I like things, and I got this and I got that. Yeah, but you're still struggling. You're still struggling. The girlfriend that I moved in with a girlfriend of mine, a so-called person that I thought was my friend. I moved in with her. She was a witch. Some people will move a homeless person into their house. Even though I'm homeless, I still had money because I still had a job. Like, my whole time of being homeless, I still also I kept a job. I kept money in my pocket being homeless. So I wasn't moving in with someone and expecting them to just fully take care of me and me not bring anything to the table. I paid my rent. I bought stuff for the household. So I didn't expect to just go in someone's house and just flap off of them. But I moved into a house with a friend of mine, and she was kind of like, I run this. This is mine. She felt like she was powerful because I was lower. You know, I needed her. She just treated me like crap. She moved me in and said, oh, all you got to do is give me $700 in rent every month. So I'm like, okay. So as soon as I moved in, she started talking about, oh, I need utility money for this. I need money for the water. I need this. That should have been something you should have said to me in the beginning when I moved in about utilities. You get that out of the way when the person is coming into your house. So there's not going to be any discrepancies down the line. I didn't mind paying utilities, but you should have asked me, hey, I need 700 plus about 150 for utilities every month. I would have been fine with that. But when I moved in with her, she just started saying some other stuff like, oh, well, the gas went up and you should have had the gas and everything inside of that rent money that I was giving you every month. Because I was basically paying half of her rent. I paid my portion of the rent and she paid her portion. But she still started to complain about utilities and everything. You should have known about utilities before I came in here. You should have said, hey, I need utility money, I need rent money. And I would have been fine with that. But if I would have gave her utility money and the rent money, she's still complaining about stuff. She was still complaining about stuff. And I had my own room. So she was just annoying. And she ended up asking me to leave or whatever. So I left. And I never looked back. So I'm like the type of person, I don't need to live with anybody because every time I live with someone, it's always a disaster. It's always a disaster. So I was like, I need to be on my own. I need to stay on my own. I need to live on my own, live by myself and not, not ask anyone. And the funny thing was, I never asked none of these people, could I stay with them? Like, they always asked me. They were like, oh, I need help with my rent. Could you move in? And I move in with them, and then it just be a disaster. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but when I live with people, I stay out of Dodge. I don't be in their face. I don't be, I give them the rent, and I be out the door. I don't be sitting around every day. I can't sit around because I'm working. So I don't have time to be sitting around. But when you live with people, some people just treat you like garbage. I just moved into a camper. She left a toxic 7-year relationship in 3-bedroom house. Okay. Yeah, well, at least you're able to get out of the toxic relationship. Because, yeah, a lot of relationships can bring you down, but I'm glad that my situation has nothing to do with a relationship. My situation don't got nothing to do with a man. And I'm so proud of myself for that. You know what I mean? I'm proud a man does not have no type of energy over here in my life. Like, oh, I left a bad relationship. A lot of those women in the shelter, they were in bad relationships with men. And I'm just like, wow, I hope you're able to get out and stay out. I'd be encouraging the women. I'm like, I hope you're able to get out of the relationship and stay out. Some man is still kind of stalking the lady. So if you're able to get out, that's good. Proud to be single without purpose or meaning or building any legacy. Yeah. Proud to be single without purpose or meaning or building any legacy. What are you saying? I don't understand. Happy in a camper. Just because she's single doesn't mean she has no purpose. Yeah, it's like, I gotta be attached to a man to have a legacy. No, I don't. I'm not thinking about a man. I'm thinking about just getting myself together. That's what my thoughts are. So, a legacy. What do you mean a legacy? Like, I don't understand. I'm really out here taking care of myself. I'm taking care of me and making sure I'm okay at this point in my life. So legacies, when you pass away out of this world, people ain't thinking about you when you die. Nobody's thinking about you. Working isn't purpose. A slave works too. You're right. I'm just here. I'm just living day to day. I'm not building nothing. I'm trying to get myself housing and figure out my life in this slave system that we live in, because that's what it is. Sassy is trolling. Ignore people and their opinions. Yeah, build a legacy. Girl, I don't know if you ever saw those things on Facebook or whatever. When you pass away, after a couple months, people ain't thinking about you. People ain't thinking about you. She being low-key disrespectful. Yeah, I don't care. It is, that's fair. Where do you stay? I stay in a shelter. I'm a homeless woman. I live in a homeless shelter. That's my channel. That's what my channel is about. I live in a shelter. I stayed in my car for like 30 days. Sassy, if you had opinions, you wouldn't be here. What city? I don't say what city I'm in, but I live in New Jersey. Well, I guess that's the city, right? New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey. Yeah, I'm not worried about Sassy. You're in New Zealand? Okay. Is it cold in New Zealand right now? It's a guy I watch. He does like camper videos and outside outdoorsy videos, and he's from New Zealand. You might know him. It's pretty cold in New Zealand right now. Yeah, it's a guy that from New Zealand. I watch him. He does like camper videos. You got a long-term goal in mind? Yeah, of course I have long-term goals. I sure do. I sure do. You never been to the U.S., huh? How old am I? I'm in my 40s. I'm in my 40s. Anything cool? Yeah, I have goals. I have things that I want to do for sure. I just don't put them out there because I want to put, you know, I have a journal, so I do write things down that I want to do. I may necessarily not speak on it. I might not tell people, but I do have goals. I'm not just sitting around in life just being a bum. Like, yeah, I don't sit around and be a bum. I don't put my goals, anything out there. I just write it in my journal. I do have a journal, and I type in things that I want to do and stuff like that. But you know how life is. I look at life totally different because a lot of the times when you don't have family support and you don't have people that's your blood that helps you out and backs you up, and I'm not saying necessarily that people in my family have to, but people got to stop judging others and looking down on other people because of where they're at in life. You don't know how people got to where they're at. How did I become homeless? You're going to have to go look at some of my videos. I have a whole list of videos of how I became homeless that I talk about in my longer form videos. You can go look at those. And I explain kind of like what happened. And there's still some things that I'm going to explain. But just know, I just say in my live videos that I was homeless in my car for like 33 days. And now I'm living in a homeless shelter. So if you want to know anything about my story, you're going to have to go look at some of my videos, okay? Yeah, I'm not oversharing. People can be cruel, I know. I only share like what I want to share. Some people ask me questions and some things I don't answer because I don't want to. But some things I do answer, but sometimes I just refer people back to go look at my videos. Because I don't overshare. I don't say anything on this platform that I don't mind sharing. If I want to share it, I will, and if I don't want to share it, I'm not going to share it. I don't put every detail of my life on YouTube. I just basically talk about being homeless and my experiences living in my car, my experiences living with family members, my experiences living in a shelter right now. That's what my channel is about. Yeah, I don't mind people. Like, I deal with all kind of ratchet people every single day in the shelter. I experience so much, but I stay to myself. So I stay to myself, and I don't really I don't bother with people. You know, I got things that I want to do, and I know a lot of people look down on homeless people, but at least I'm able to come on a platform and try to share and try to let people know that we're living in a world where people can't afford things. You know, if you're not rich and you don't have money like that, you're going to have a big problem out here in these streets. And a lot of people are homeless, and a lot of people are these people getting evicted every day. And whether people think that, oh, it's your fault, I know it's my fault that I got evicted because it was my apartment. But the reason behind the eviction and all that, I don't share too much about that because I don't have to. I share what I want to share. So whatever people think about me, I really don't care because I get up every day and I still go to work. I'm a homeless person, but I still get up and go to work every day. Yeah, I don't worry about what people say. I don't care because the same people that talk down on a person, they could be the next person in eviction court next week. So these homeless people that a lot of people are talking down on and talking about, they're going to be the people that you're going to need help from. They're going to be people that you're going to be kicked out on the street, and you're going to have to figure it out, and you're going to have to ask that homeless man over there, hey, what resources are you using? Like, I'm out here talking to other homeless people, but I wasn't really like, even when I had everything together, like I would still give homeless people money. Like I would give them $2, $3. I didn't care what they were using the $3 for. Oh no, let me go get you a sandwich because I wouldn't want you to go drink alcohol. And if I gave a homeless person money, I didn't care what they used it for. I didn't care what they used it for. Because I knew that was a blessing. I was blessing a homeless person, and I knew that God was going to return that blessing to me somehow. I watch homeless. One guy on here I watch is homeless, and his location got posted on the chat. Oh, really? I mean, some people with their location of being homeless, some homeless people don't really care about their location being posted. I mean, what possibly can someone do if they find you? I'm homeless. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather someone find me homeless than someone find me like my apartment or my home. So yeah, I watch a lot of homeless content. I watch a lot of homeless content. I watch a lot of homeless people, men and women, because I just look for resources. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but some homeless people are literally out here in the streets every day. Like, they sleep in the streets. They find places to sleep. They sleep under, they sleep behind trash cans. They sleep under bridges. Like, I'm not that kind of homeless person because I don't think I could survive in the streets like that. I really couldn't. I don't look down on them because some people are like, they don't want to go to homeless shelters because a lot of homeless shelters, they treat people like crap. And that's a fact. Like, they treat people like garbage. So they're not very nice to homeless people. That's why a lot of homeless people you see out here laying in the street, laying on the sidewalk, laying behind trash dumpsters, laying behind storefronts, because a lot of the homeless shelters treat people like crap. They treat us like we're nobodies. Since they got their life all together, they want to come to work and talk down to us. That's why I said I'm going to get what I need to get, and I'm out. I'm not going to sit around and wonder why the staff is nasty, why she's mean. She might be going through something at home with her husband. She might be going through a divorce. Like, I don't know. That doesn't give you a reason or a right to talk down to people, but we know how people are in America today. People are angry. People are upset. They got their own problems. They might be suffering financially. So we don't know, but that doesn't give them a right to come and talk down to us and treat us like garbage. But I understand the history behind homeless shelters, because a lot of people come to homeless shelters and they're not even trying to better their life. They're not even trying to like make better choices, make better decisions. Some of them are drug addicts. Some of them are drug addicts. They're not even trying to better their situation. And I'm not one of those people. It's crazy, Nate. It's wild what people can find from an image. Yeah, I think a lot of people can like Google stuff and screenshot. Oh, I know where this is. Like, I'm not really concerned to worry about like a person. Like, I always got my head on the swivel. I carry protection. I do have a car, so I don't particularly say like where my location is. But if someone clocks the place that I'm at, I mean, what can I do? This is social media. Now, I just work in a supermarket, not much really. Yeah. I mean, we got to do the best we can, right? I'm also, like I said, I'm looking for a second job. I'm trying to figure out how I need a nighttime job. If I could find an overnight job for like 3 nights a week or something, I could do that. And then I can move out. Like, I could go back into an extended stay. But the fact that I have a car payment and car insurance and other bills that I have to pay, I can't really afford to go off right now. Sassy, no one's coddling anyone. You have some very serious issues. I seriously don't think she is bothered or cares about what y'all think. Let's go. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Like, I got bigger problems. I let people have their opinion. Like, people are going to come here and they're going to have their opinions about whatever. I don't care what people think. Homeless shelters are horrible. They are horrible. They are horrible. But right now, the homeless shelter is my home, So, but I'm grateful to be there. I am grateful to have a safe place to sleep every night. Like, I'm thankful for that. I don't like the women. The energy that's in there is very negative. A lot of them are on drugs. I'm going to release some videos today. I want y'all to check them out, of an experience that I had. I think it was Friday night. I'm going to tell y'all about something that happened in the homeless shelter that I witnessed. And I want y'all to see that. But I'm gonna put that inside a video. So when y'all see the video, y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. So it's a lot of stuff that happens inside homeless shelters. There are a lot of drug addicts there. That's all I'm gonna say. There's a lot of addicts. There's a lot of addict activity in the homeless shelter. sometimes the homeless shelter reminds me of like prison. A lot of people come from jail and they go to homeless shelters. You have sex offenders in homeless shelters. They have men that live upstairs that are sex offenders. They come out of prison, they don't have anywhere to go, they can't get into a hotel, so a lot of the sex offenders end up in hotels for the rest of their life because they don't have family, because of what they did. So they're in homeless shelters. You have rapists that are in homeless shelters. That's why you have to look at the state police website and you have to look at who are the offenders that's in your area. So I watch and I know who they are. So they take pictures of those type of men and I know who they are. Like this morning, I left the shelter at 5:30 this morning, so I'm out walking to my car. And when you're in a homeless shelter, they have a big gate around the shelter and they lock the gate. That way you can't get in or you can't get out. So in order for me to get out, I have to ask one of the guys, like they call them chaplains. I have to ask one of the chaplains to, hey, can you open the gate to let me out? So he opens the gate, lets me out. I'm walking to my car. And mind you, this is in a city. So y'all know the type of things that happen in the city. So there's a guy standing by the gate, a black guy. I don't know if he was homeless or he was just there standing there getting in line to have breakfast. So he looked at me and he was staring me down as I was walking, like looking at me. You know me, I turn around and I look at him too, like, you alright? You know what I'm saying? You know, I got my mace in my hand. I'm ready for you. Yeah, I'm not scared, but I'm ready. Like I got my mace in my hand. Like I don't understand why a person would just stare at you like that. Especially me being a woman and you being a man and you looking at me like you never seen a woman before. I don't know what that was about, but I was ready for him. Oh, now you're the victim. Yeah. Never in a homeless, never been in homeless shelters, but mental hospitals treat you like trash too. Yeah, man, let me tell you something. They treat you like trash wherever you go. Let me tell you something. You go into McDonald's to get a burger. They look at you like, what are you doing here? You're here to buy food. You're hungry. Why are you hungry? So in the world today, people treat you like crap. It doesn't matter where you're at. I go to the dentist office. My dentist office is actually right over there. I hate going there because they treat me like crap. Because they probably looking at me like, you screwed up your teeth. What are you here for? Like, the world is just not a great place anymore. Like, if you find a genuine person that's nice to you and you can make friends with someone that's genuine, you'd be so lucky. Because it's like that everywhere. Everybody is just so mean and mad and angry and there's good people in the world. So I don't always say, oh, everybody's a piece of crap, everybody's a horrible person. No, I don't believe in that. But the energy of people, when you go into a doctor's office, you go into a grocery store, your landlord, if you're in college, most people got their own problems and they take all their anger and stuff out on you. So most people everywhere are angry. Everybody's on 100. Everybody's freaking mean. And it doesn't even matter, like, the race. Okay. Somebody coming up to my car. Don't know why. I don't know. There was some stray guy walking up to my head on the swivel. He doesn't look like a homeless guy. He look like he going to work, but I'm trying to figure out why you walking up to my car. So, like I told y'all, I'm always watching, right? I don't play with that. I ain't playing with my life. You never know. But he's walking. Like he's going to the bus. But I don't know. Somebody walked into my car, but I pulled my windows up. But like I said, I'm talking to y'all, but I'm still watching out what's car. But yeah, most people are always angry. Everybody's so mean all over the place. It's just, it's just how life can be sometimes. Never been homeless shelters, but mental hospitals treat you like crap too. Yeah, they treat you like crap wherever you go. The nurses are mean. The nurses are mean. The people that are supposed to nurture and take care of you while you're sick or whatever. This is why a lot of people don't even want to go to hospitals. I went to the urgent care the other day. I think it was Friday afternoon. I went to urgent care. I had a dental problem, so I needed some antibiotics. And I was sitting outside in the waiting area. I didn't wait too long. I waited maybe like 20 minutes, which wasn't too bad. But when I went back, they had me waiting in the nurses, like the office, to see the doctor. I was sitting in there for like 30 minutes. I got up and I left. While I'm hearing all these nurses outside the door laughing, cackling, talking about their life, talking about what they're going to do this weekend. So I'm just like, y'all nurses, and I'm in here in pain and I need some antibiotics. I left. So as soon as I got up and left, I get in my car, I get a phone call, and the lady's like, oh, we're coming in right now. Oh, you coming in right now that you see that I left? Really? So I'm just like, y'all have no, like, y'all don't care about what people got going on. Y'all don't care who's in pain. Like, I just need antibiotics. That's all I need. I'm not in here trying to get codeine, Tylenol, PM. I'm not a drug addict, number one. But nobody cares. The nurses are outside the room. They cackling, talking about their husbands, their wives. And I'm like, y'all doing all this talking. Where's the doctor so he can give me some antibiotics so I can get the heck out of here? I was at work all day. But nobody cares about you. Nobody cares. Hey, the streets are safer sometimes now. Yeah, sometimes the streets can be safer if you find your own place to go to. If you have your own little place that nobody knows about, you can be okay in the streets, honestly. I'm okay in the streets if I need to be in the streets because I have a car that I pay for. Like, I pay a car payment on this thing. So, that's why some people rather be in the streets. They rather be in the streets sleeping. I mean, I've never slept in the streets. I pray to God that that day for me will never come, that I need to be in the streets. But sometimes you can be safer in the streets, but you're not going to be safe in the streets living in no city. Shelters are compared to jails, but you can leave them when you want. Yeah, shelters are like jails. I feel like it's a prison. They treat you like crap. They talk down to you. So I don't even have conversations with these women. Like, I don't talk to the counselors. The only thing I do is I talk to the counselor about what I'm doing. Like, I'm going to work. I just communicate with them and I be out. I'm not the type of person to sit back and try to make friends, try to make buddy, kiss your butt. Like, I'm not that girl. I don't try to, like, people please. I'm not trying to kiss your butt because they don't care about that. You know, if they can do anything to make their job easier, they're going to do that. So I'm not there, even though I know some of those staff members because, like I said, I was there years ago at that same shelter. So I know some of the women in there. And they all got attitudes. They all give you a little sassy, little whatever. But I don't pay that crap no mind. It's like I know what I need out of the shelter, and that's what I'm going to get out of the shelter. Exactly what I need and what I came here for. Yo, they have these birds outside. These what do you call those things? Them birds. No, I just seen somebody like walking up to my car, and I had to put my windows up for that. The chick or that kid. Carly, chill, stop crying. God bless you. Thank you. God bless you as well. And I am a believer in Christ as well. So I don't mind when people say they're praying for me. I thank you. I need the prayers. Yeah, I've been through so much this last year and a half. I thank you for all the prayers. It's some really, really nice people out here. People have been so nice and gracious to me, like strangers, people that I don't even know have been nicer to me than my own family has ever been to me in my life. Like, yeah, shelters are where you get attacked. Yeah, I mean, I have mace when I sleep in a shelter at nighttime. See, the thing about a shelter is people that's in a shelter, they don't want to get kicked out of the shelter. So they're necessarily not going to do something that's going to get them kicked out in the street. So nobody's really attacking you. And I look mean. People ain't bothering with me. I look like a mean person. So the girls ain't trying me. I'm not going to say that anybody wouldn't, but if you think about it, I could get kicked out. Like having an apartment. If you don't pay your rent or you do something illegal inside your apartment, they're going to evict you. So if you know that you're going to get in trouble, most people are not going to do something in the shelter that could get them kicked out of the shelter. So praying for you and your strength. I hope you are able to get on your feet. I am. I'm going to get on my feet, and I thank you for your kind words. Yes, how people are treated matters. People say I'm too sensitive to the point out when people are discriminating in how they interact with people, but it really does matter. Yeah. People have to learn and understand how they treat you, how they talk to you. But I'm in a vulnerable situation, so I'm kind of in a situation like there's nothing I can do. Like, I can't get kicked out of the shelter. If you talk back to these people, they kick you out. Like, you know what I mean? I just let them say what they say. I don't try to act like I'm their friend. I don't want to be your friend. I'm just here to get housing. And I'm praying and hoping that I can get something soon. I'm trying to get another job. So, like, my energy is, like, not even in the shelter. I just go there to sleep. And that's it. Excuse me, but your heart is straight from the south. Your mom's raised. You can still fill in the blanks. Excuse me, you wish. Bless your heart. Okay, thank you. Just be safe. That's all. Yeah, I'm being safe. I'm watching. I got my head on the swivel. I volunteered at a shelter for a while. The violence and stealing was horrible. I don't have anything in the shelter. I just have my gym bag. And the only thing I keep in there is what I'm going to use when I take a shower. I have my soap, my toothpaste, and my pajamas, like what I'm wearing to bed. I don't bring anything in that shelter that's of any kind of value. So that's the first thing people need to know. Don't bring stuff into the shelter that's valuable. So, and don't trust nobody. Don't bring nothing into a shelter that's valuable, and do not trust anyone. So, and if you guys here, I see 42 people here. If you guys could really thumbs up my videos, like I'm talking and I'm just talking about shelter life and being homeless. And if you guys haven't thumbed up my video, can you guys thumbs up my video, please? Because I see 42 people here. And when you guys thumbs up my video, people are able to find me. I really would appreciate it if you guys could thumbs me up. That helps me. I see the hearts coming in. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But if you guys could get some of them thumbs up. People are finding my channel, and people need to know about information. They need to know the information. They need to know being homeless and the resources that are out here and everything like that. Thank you guys. I see the thumbs up going up. I appreciate it. Gratitude is king. 100% even on the street with clean air, food, water, simple things. Yeah. I had to stay at a homeless shelter in San Antonio for a couple of nights. They kept my guitar away from the whole time, but it was safe. But I think they fed me and kept me safe till I could get home. Yeah. Yeah, shelters are not a bad thing. Shelters can have a lot of bad energy there. Like, a lot of the people that's in the streets are like drug addicts. A lot of them got drug problems. Thank you for the thumbs up, y'all. I see the thumbs up going up. If you guys could keep thumbsing up my video, a lot of people will be able to come in and, you know, people can engage and get into the conversation. But a shelter is not a bad place. I'm safe. I feel like I'm safe, right? I don't have to have my head on a swivel, but I do have mace inside my bed next to me. Like, I have my phone next to me in the bed. But, you know, I don't trust anyone. But I don't bring anything in the shelter that's of value. Like, if somebody steals something, what, they gonna steal my underwear? What, they gonna steal a bar of soap? Like, this is my bag. I'm gonna show y'all what's in my bag. This is some toiletries. I got my hair bonnet. I got my muumuu. This is a muumuu. This is my pajamas that I wear every night. So I have some hair stuff. This is my brush for my hair. I have my toothbrush. I have my dental, you know, my soap, my toothpaste. I have a razor to shave my underarms whenever I feel like it. You know, I don't bring anything of value. I have a few, you know, wash towels to wash my body. I got some baby wipes, a few socks. I mean, if those women are going to steal from me, they're not getting much. You know what I'm saying? Anything that I have of any value, I don't keep in the shelter. Like, I don't take anything there that's of any value. So if somebody steals something from me, they're not taking much. I got my hair clips when I clip my hair. You can't take a lot of stuff. I have a storage, so I keep anything that's of any value. I keep it in my storage. So I don't keep nothing of any value. And this is my mace. I keep this when I go into the city. I have this in my hand when I'm walking into the shelter, because sometimes I go into the shelter and it's late at night. It could be like 10:30 at night, 10 o'clock. When I go in there, I got my mace in my hand, because in the shelter, like I said, you could be around sex offenders. You could be around rapists, people that got out of jail and they have no family, they have nowhere to go. So in the shelter, you're around all kind of people. You know, you could be in there with a pedophile that raped kids. They get out of jail too. The pedophiles and rapists, they get out of jail too. So you never know. And I go on the state police website, and you can find out like who the pedophiles are in your area. But I'm looking. I know who they are because I look at the pictures, and there's some inside that shelter. So you just never know. Homeless shelters are not a horrible place, but they're not the best. Yeah, good. Think you were aware. Yeah. People treat black people like crap, while white people receive genuine, nicer behavior. I mean, it's not always a racial thing. Everybody's not. I don't think in the mindset that everybody's racial. Everybody's not racist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, racism does exist, but I don't live my life thinking, oh, I'm a black woman, so everybody hates me. Like, I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of black person that thinks that everything's a racial thing. Like, I don't believe in that. People's emotions and pretending to care or be nice is directly cause more pain upon your masses also. I just don't, I'm just there to get what I need to get. I'm not there trying to emotionally attach myself to anybody. Like, I don't care if they don't care about me. They don't have to. I mean, I've been through war with my own family. When you go through a lot of stuff with your own family that's supposed to care and love you, When you go through stuff like that, you don't worry about what people think or say or how they feel about you. Like, I don't care. I can't let my emotions to say, oh, these people don't care. Like, am I going to stop living my life because someone doesn't care? Like, it is what it is at this point. Let them not care, but I know what I need to get out of this shelter. And my goal is to get housing and to get resources that I need. I'm not there to make friends. I'm not there to make enemies either, but a lot of those women in the shelter, a lot of them are street women. They're into drugs. They are just there to get housing because it's starting to get chilly out here. So a lot of them are not trying to better their life. Some of those women in there are not even trying to better their life because they sit around all day. They either sit around the shelter all day or they leave. A lot of them, I think I'm the only one with a car. It's me and this other girl that has a car. But I get out every day. I go to work and I go to the library. I'm actively trying to find a second job. Like, I'm trying to do something. Some of those women don't even have the drive to pick up, because some of them are collecting like welfare, you know what I'm saying? And I've collected welfare in my days, but I only stayed on welfare for maybe 2 months until my unemployment came through or something like that. I have collected assistance before, so I don't, but the people that are collecting assistance and not trying to do nothing with their life, those are the people that I have a problem with. Those are the people that Trump is targeting. And I understand why they target people who sit around and collect benefits and they're not actively working, they're not trying to better their life, they're not trying to go to school. Like, those are the people that causes problems. People are cruel and are the reason why life is harder and needs to be. Yeah, people are messed up. People's emotions are pretending to care. Bruh, she slams drunk. Dunk has a free mind and not a victim mentality. You will be fine. Yeah, I don't have a victim mentality. And some people thought that I had a victim mentality because I'm in my situation. When you're homeless and you're in a situation, you are in that situation due to whatever you've done. Like, whatever your actions were, what I did to get here is completely my fault. It is my fault. I don't need to explain everything that happened. I'm not doing all that, but I'm here because of me. I'm in a homeless shelter because of my actions. And that's it. The state will help you get your resume redone for free. Yeah, I mean, I don't need the state to help me. I work, you know what I'm saying? I have a job. So I'm not on benefits. I do work for a living. So I just need a second job. Once I get a second income and more income, a landlord is not going to rent to me because of my income. Oh, she's not going to be able to make 3 times the rent. You know what I'm saying? So if I get me another job, I could be okay to pay the rent. I kind of don't want to have a second job, but I need one. So I'm not like too happy about that. But I have other things that I'm doing. So it's not just working. I got other things that I have planned to do with my life, you know, to increase my income. Some things that I want to do, I just need to have my own space to be able to do it in. So I don't have a victim mentality. I never have. I mean, sometimes I can get angry and say, well, I feel like, you know, my family should help me. Yeah, I still feel like my family should help me. I feel like my family should be more helpful in my situation. But they don't have to. They honestly really don't have to. My brother, people that I've grown up with for 30 something years, 20 years of my life, growing up with my brother, growing up with my sisters. Yes, my personal opinion, I feel like they should help me. But do they have to allow me into their home? No, they don't have to. So that's something that I struggle with because I feel like they should be more helpful. But they don't really have to be. They don't have to. Like, someone doesn't have to let you in their house if they don't want to. And that's what I struggle with sometimes. I think about my family and I'm like, damn. You know, if I had my apartment and somebody in my family came through and said, hey, I don't have nowhere to go, I'm barely eating, you know, I'm trying to get myself together, I would let you into my home. As long as I know you're not using drugs and you're not bringing no negative energy into my house, I would help my family. I would help them, but they're not helping me. So that's what I struggle and battle with. Because I'm like, wow, okay. And a lot of these people are people that claim to be, you know, Christians, followers of Christ. Christians are supposed to help people that are in need. They're supposed to help you. So I battle with that with my family. I'm just like not understanding why nobody wants to help me the way I need help. And I'm working, so I'm gonna bring money to the table. So that's what I battle with. I battle with my family. But I'm not asking nobody. I don't want to be in nobody's way. Being at a shelter is the best thing for me right now. I don't want to be in nobody's way. I'm going to make things work. You know, I'm going to get out of this situation. Whatever people think about me, since I don't care. If you guys are watching, I see 49 people here. 46. Can I get 46 thumbs up? Because I've been talking for a while. It's been 71 minutes, so that's over an hour. Can everybody just give me some thumbs up? I would love to get to 46 thumbs up. 46 thumbs up. I've been talking. I've been answering people's questions. You guys are amazing because we're just communicating so well. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Thumbs up there. It's like a thumbs up button. If you could tap that, that would be amazing. Good morning. How are you? Thank you. I see 10 now. We got 10 thumbs up. Anybody else want to help me? 11. Thank you. Thank you. 11 thumbs up. I see that. I see them going up. Good morning. How are you? I just want to let y'all know, if you guys are new here, I'm a homeless woman. I lived homeless inside my car for 33 days, and now I live in a homeless shelter. I see 12 thumbs up. Thank you. We can keep getting them thumbs up. Keep liking the video. I see the hearts coming in. I appreciate you guys. I see 12. Thank you so much. You guys are doing amazing. I appreciate you guys. Esther, how are you? We have Esther Gaston that came in. You guys can also look at other people's channels, like the people that's in the chat, the people that are talking and communicating with me. Go see if they have a channel, and if they do, subscribe to it. Ricky, how are you? Ricky Lewis, how are you? Good morning. Roseanne, Colby, Sassy, Monique Anderson. Save the money. Save that money. Okay, I like that name. Charlie O'Neill. Don. Thank you guys. I see 14 thumbs up. King Slick. Is that King Slick? Charlie O'Neill. Sheila Ann. Shelina Ann. I don't know how to really pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Nina Mr. Lord of the Rings. I think Lord of the Rings probably left. She said she was getting ready for work. But I appreciate you guys. I will be on here every day. I'm going to do a live stream every day. Unless I'm tired. But I am off today. So that's why I'm spending so much time on this live stream, because I'm off. And I don't have much to do today. I'm going to go do my laundry. And I'm just going to kind of sit around, slug around. Because like I said, when you live in a homeless shelter, the homeless shelter is not going to let you lay around in the shelter. They don't let us lay around. We get up at 5:30 in the morning. We got to get up, make our beds. We go down to breakfast at, I think, 6:30. They say breakfast. I'm never there for breakfast. And when you get done, the people that's not working, and people, they expect you to leave the shelter every day to go get resources, to go try to work on your situation, right? Make your situation better. Go down to the welfare building, go to social services, go get the things that you need to help your case, right? So they're not going to let you go back into the bedroom. We can't go back into the bedroom and lay around all day. They're not going to let us sleep all day. They're not going to let us. The shelter either wants you out or they want you in. If you have to stay in for whatever reason, you might have medical issues, you might have this, you might have that. They have a day room. You can stay inside the day room. The day room has like a television. You could watch DVDs or something like that. But they're not going to let you sleep in the shelter. They're not going to let you slug around. You're not staying in the shelter. If you don't have a job, if you don't have anything to do, you need to get out. They're not going to let you stay in the shelter and just like lay around all day. That's just not going to happen. Amazon hires everyone. I didn't know if there's something you want to do, but it will help you. Yeah, I tried Amazon. I did put in an application, but I need more so like a night shift job, because the job that I have now, I still need to keep that too. So I have to try to find me something that's at night. That way I can still keep the job that I have now. So I'm still looking, you know what I'm saying? Something's going to come up. Something will pop up for me. But it's hard because some of the places say that they're hiring and they don't even never call you back. So sometimes I'd be like, well, wow, you know, are you guys hiring or not? But like I said, I look at everything in a positive light. What about security? I never did security before. Maybe I could do it. I don't know if you have to have like training for security. Maybe they send you to like a training class or something. I probably could do that. Get a BBL and throw it on the real one. Get a BBL. Get a BBL and throw it on the real one. Did you get a BBL? I don't need a BBL, baby. I don't need a BBL, baby. Thanks, guys, for the thumbs up. I see I got 15 now. I see 51 people are watching me. Let me know where you guys are watching me from, what state or country you are in. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys are doing today. You on the East Coast? Yeah, I'm in California. I'm trying to get that BBL that you're talking about. Australia, yay! Australia is a beautiful place. Aussie. So are you guys finding me just off like the FYP? What state? What state? Washington State. Yeah, Washington State in the house. Washington State is beautiful as well. Washington State is beautiful as well. I don't know if you guys know, when you come over here, I'm a homeless woman. I lived in my car for 33 days, and now I live inside a homeless shelter right now. So I'm just kind of narrating and letting y'all know what's going on over here. I talk about everything homeless. My experiences being homeless, my experiences inside a homeless shelter. So if you guys are interested in that, this is your place. I see I got 53 people watching me. If you guys could start getting them thumbs up. When y'all come in here, please just thumbs up the video. That helps me out. That helps people find my content. That helps people find me. So have you guys ever been homeless before? You popped up on my reels while scrolling. The reels are the YouTube reels. That's good. I'm glad. They see me getting some traction over here. 42 people. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, because when y'all thumbs up, people just find me. You know what I mean? And that's what I like. I want people to find me. I want people to find my content because I talk about real life stuff. Let me know what state y'all calling from, state or country. Were you homeless in the car, on the street? I was almost homeless once. Yeah, I was homeless on the streets in my car before I went into the homeless shelter. So I've been homeless in my car for about 30-something days. And then I said, you know what? Let me go get into the homeless shelter because it's starting to get cold out here. Hello, good morning. What state are you in? I'm in New Jersey, and you're in North Carolina. Hello from North Carolina. How are you? Kayla? Kyla? Kayla's Coupons Daily. How are you today? Happy Monday. Who's on their way to work? Who's at work? Who's at work watching me right now? Let me know. 50 people watching me. I should have 50 thumbs up. I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all should be helping me. I appreciate it. I talk about everything homelessness over here. Homeless content is what I make. I just talk about my experiences. If you guys want to ever know anything about me and like my story, how I came homeless, what happened, y'all have to go watch my videos. I have longer form videos in the video section. If you guys want to know anything about how I got in this situation, you have to go and check out my videos because that helps me with my watch time. Thank you. I appreciate it. Kayla, coupons. I want to learn how to coupon, so I'm going to go check you out too, okay? I'm going to screenshot your name. Some people, I do screenshot. If it's some content that you make and stuff that I'm interested in, I will go subscribe to you. So, you know, if you have a channel and you're making content and it's positive stuff, things that people need to know about, I'm going to subscribe to you. So thank you for anybody that subscribed to me. Thank you for anybody that followed me. But I'm always going to let you know when you come in here. I'm a homeless woman. I lived in my car for 33 days, ducking and dodging the police. So yeah, it got real in this car. I survived it. And then 5 days ago, I went and applied for a shelter. So now I live in a homeless shelter. So if you guys have any questions about the shelter, I'm open to answering them. Some questions I don't answer. Some things I will refer and tell you to, hey, you got to go back and watch some of my videos if you want to know any questions about certain things. Now I got to go to work, but I wanted to say good morning and show support. Everyone have a blessed day. Thank you. You have a blessed day too. Praying for you. God will open the door for you. He sure will. Yeah, God's going to open the door for me. But I also have to do the work. You know, God will assist us in things, but we also have to do the work too. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the work. What about the system do you think needs to change to better support homeless individuals? Like right now, what's going on with Trump, I think they should help more with like housing and stuff like that. I think they have all these buildings out here, empty buildings that's not being utilized, that they should assist and help people more. You know, of course, we need more money, right? Of course, these jobs, they need to pay people more money. But I don't think they could ever pay a person that, like, okay, if you go to college and you go get a trade, you're going to make more money because you have papers. So people that don't have papers and they're just out here working these mediocre jobs, I believe they need to raise the wages so people can afford things. It's expensive to live in New Jersey. It's expensive to live anywhere. I don't think there's any state that we could go to that's just cheap. Nowhere's cheap anymore. It's just not that way. But I believe they need to open up more homeless shelters. I believe people that, that have the money and they're able to open up homeless shelters, I believe we need more shelters. Yes, I believe we need more shelters. We have all these empty buildings and, everything's filled with greed. Everybody's trying to get a dollar. But you have a lot of people that are suffering. They need more resources like drug rehabilitation centers. But as far as that, a lot of people can't go to rehab if they don't want to go to rehab. I just think they need more homeless shelters. They need to increase the wages for people. We have public transportation that people are able to get around. I think the welfare office, like social services, I think they do the best that they can do. So, but thank God that we do have like a welfare system that people are able to apply for benefits that need it. But, I work for a living and I always have. I have been on social services before in my years. Like, I think I've been on like welfare maybe 2 or 3 times out of my life. But I only stayed on welfare for maybe 2 months. Not long. I didn't stay on the system for too long. So I'm not a system person. I'm always a person. I got to get up and stop begging. Who's begging? Who's begging? Work harder. Who's begging? No one's begging. I'm not begging for anything. I didn't ask anybody for anything. So I just believe people need the resources to be able to assist and help them. The drugs, people need to stop using the drugs. So, but Darwin, I don't see anything on here. This whole live stream that I've been doing for like 82 minutes, I haven't begged or asked anybody for anything. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't beg anybody for anything. If anything, people give me stuff. But yeah, more wages. They need more shelters. And they need to pay people more money. Because that's why a lot of people are quitting jobs. They're walking out because they feel like it's not even worth it. Oh, thank you, Mecca. That's nice of you. But, some people come in here as trolls. So let the trolls troll. Let them do what they do. One thing I never cared about or gave a damn about is another person's opinion. I don't care what someone thinks about me. Because the only person that's taking care of me is me. So the only person that's taking care of me is me. $53 people. You guys can thumbs up the video, please. If you guys haven't thumbs up, you have to thumbs it up, okay? That's just showing YouTube that I'm over here doing a live stream and people are interested in what I have to say. I'm just over here talking about being homeless. I'm talking about my experience being homeless. How I'm trying to, level up my life, like get my life back together, get everything back that I lost. I lost my apartment. Heading to work now. Have a wonderful day. You have another subscriber. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon, okay? If you make content, I will go check out your content, right? I agree with you, sis. Don't worry about that troll in your comments. We all have been in situations. Sending you love and prayers from Landover, Maryland. Thank you so much. Skywalker, check her out. Look at your situation and analyze how you got there. Where's your savings? Yeah. Why didn't you buy a home? Yeah, I look at my situation every day. I analyze it because I'm living it. So I'm doing things to actively work on things. So I'm doing what I can do to better my situation. I'm not just sitting around flopping. I'm better at my credit right now. So hopefully when you buy a home, you still need to have resources and money. You can't just buy a home not making a lot of money. So when you buy a home, they want to see resources. They want to see that you have money to be able to pay that mortgage. So I would love to buy a home. That's probably going to be something I want to do soon. But right now, I'm not really particularly worried about buying a home. I'm just trying to continue to let my credit let my credit get higher, let my credit go up more and more and more. But, I lost my apartment. I don't know if you know, but I was evicted out of my apartment. One day at a time, for sure, for sure, for sure. It's definitely one day at a time for me. I want to get a home one day, you know what I'm saying? But everything's so expensive and crazy. My sister was just telling me the other day how she pays $2,000 a month for her mortgage. And she was like, she's struggling to even pay that. She's like, oh, I'm looking for a second job too. I think we all out here looking for second jobs. Really. I see 24 thumbs up, 49 people watching. Can you guys get some thumbs up for me, please? The thumbs up just helps people find me. They help people come to my channel. They help people find me and see what I'm, you know, see what's going on. Quit scamming people, you liar. Who am I scamming? Who am I scamming? I haven't asked anybody for $1. Are you kidding me? What am I doing to scam? Please, Martin. Please explain what I'm doing to scam. I'm just literally sitting in my car talking about my situation. I'm not asking. I didn't ask nobody for a damn dime. So I don't know what I'm scamming for. 62 people. Well, no, 52. If you guys could keep thumbsing up the video, please. Thank you. If you guys could thumbs up the video, please. I'm not on here asking anybody for money. I haven't asked nobody for a cash app. I haven't asked anybody for nothing. So I don't know what you're talking about. Explain yourself, please. What am I scamming? I'm just talking about my experiences being homeless. If you know anything about being homeless, let me know. Share your experience, Martin. People will be so mean for no reason. Yeah, they got their own problem. Whoever that person Martin is, he's probably homeless himself. He's probably a homeless, bitter man. Could be a woman too. They probably homeless themselves and don't know what to do. You know, some homeless people can't, they don't know how to regulate their feelings of being homeless. They're so angry. I'm not angry with anyone. I'm not angry at anybody. And I don't come on social media to scam. I think everybody in the chat that knows me, that's been following me for a long time, I don't think they ever heard me asking anybody for money. Now, people have sent me money because they want it to. So people send me money. They send it because they want to. I don't ask for it ever. I never come out of my mouth and ask nobody for a damn thing. I don't even ask my family for money. I haven't even asked my family for shelter. But, yeah, when you come over here, I don't care about all that troll stuff. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter what you think about me. It doesn't matter if you think I'm ugly. It doesn't matter if you think I'm a nappy head. It doesn't matter what somebody think about me. Because I don't think that way about myself. My self-esteem is on 100. So I'm cool. I'm cool over here. There ain't nothing that a troll can say to me that's going to make me cry and run in the corner and believe it. So, the trolls, they don't mean nothing to me. I don't care about that. It's starting to rain a little bit. I don't have low self-esteem. I never have. So I don't feel nowhere down on myself. So I don't want people to come over here and think that, oh, you know, she must be feeling really low. No, I actually don't feel low. I actually talk about being homeless, and I'm spreading information to people. That's very important. Something that we're going through here in America, the homeless epidemic. There's so many homeless people, and Donald Trump is doing everything he could do to get homeless people off the streets. But okay, if you get them off the streets, where are they gonna go then? You still seem so genuine. I love your attitude. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Aubrey. How are you? Let me know what state you're in. I try to just be positive. There's no glitz and glam over here. I'm not going to put on a whole bunch of makeup and put on all these fine clothes and try to ride around in this big old car to try to prove to the world that I got money. Like, we all suffering in some kind of way. We all have a problem. We all have an issue. We have things that we need to change. I'm not perfect. My life is not perfect. I want my life back that I had before. I think about the past so much. Oh my God, I remember when I had my apartment. There's so many things with my last apartment that went on. I'm going to tell y'all the story about that at some point, but y'all have to go to my videos. If you want to know anything about my story, you have to go look at my videos. I'm not going to tell too much about my story. I'm just going to tell in the live stream the fact that I am homeless, and I was living in my car for 33 days. And now I live in a homeless shelter. So I talk about my experiences living inside a homeless shelter as well. So if anybody ever, if you're curious about homeless shelters, if you want to know any questions, if you have any questions about a homeless shelter, I can answer those questions because I'm living in it right now. I don't feel bad about being homeless. I don't feel terrible about being out here. I'm at rock bottom. When you at a shelter, you are in rock bottom. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm in rock bottom of my life. And I'm just like, wow, I can't believe I'm here again. So you're naturally beautiful, sweetie. Far from ugly. And by the way, I'm a man. Oh, Skywalker, how you doing? I didn't know you were a woman or a man, but you were trolling me a few minutes ago, weren't you? And was it you or was it somebody else? I think it was another troll. Sorry. I thought you were trolling me, but yeah, I'm just letting people know, like, I don't come here for the glitz and glam. You know, I don't care what people think about me. I walk out here looking crazy every day. Why don't you got your hair done? Why don't you got this done? Like, I'm homeless. You think I'm worried about my hair being done? I'm not out here trying to find a man. I'm not out here trying to find anything but a place to live. Like, people need to know and understand. So I went there. Tomorrow I work at 9. 63 people. Wow, I'm really attracting a lot of people. If you guys could thumbs up the video, that would help me out so much. Please, please help me. Thank you. Good morning, Buttermilk and Cream, Skywalker, Aubrey, Sam, Davin, Devynn. I don't know how to really pronounce that, but hello. Hi, Sam. How are you? How's everybody doing? Let me know what state you guys are in, where you are watching me from. And if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I talk about everything homelessness. I was homeless in my car for 33 days. Yes. Sleeping in my car for 33 days. I have a small SUV. I made a bed back there. I have my blankets, my pillows, and everything. But a couple of days ago, I went into a homeless shelter and let them know that I was homeless and I needed housing. So now I'm inside a homeless shelter. Good morning, everyone. How you guys doing? You are naturally beautiful. Oh, I read that already. I hope you're okay. I'm in Massachusetts. How about you? I'm in New Jersey. I live in New Jersey. Hi, Sam. Hi, Aubrey. I don't know how to pronounce that name. YAH. How are you? From Florida. How's the weather in Florida? I know it's probably hot out there right now, right? Skywalker, no, I didn't troll you. I'm the one who said to you, don't worry about the troll. Oh, you were. I'm sorry. Yeah, you said. I thought you were the troll, but yeah, Skywalker, thank you. I appreciate it. But it's just all love over here. I just talk about my experience. That's it. Nothing else. New Jersey. Yes, I'm in New Jersey. Super hot. No, it's super hot in New Jersey. I thought you said I was super hot, but it's hot. What's the temperature in Florida right now? I heard that Jersey has a high rate of homelessness. Yeah, I mean, it's a high rate of homelessness everywhere, okay? New Jersey is definitely like one. You know, I see homeless people walking down the street every day, and I just be feeling for them. Like, I'm a genuine, caring, and loving person, right? Until you piss me off. Like, I genuinely love and care for people. I would help anybody. I don't care, black, white, Mexican, whatever. I don't want to see nobody hurting. I don't want to see anybody. If there's something that I can do for a person and I'm able to do it. Before I was homeless, when I worked my jobs and I had extra money, I would always give homeless people money. I would give them $2, $3. I mean, what is it going to hurt me? So now I'm in this situation, but I'm not the homeless person that be out here begging for money. I don't ask people for anything, but some of the homeless people that are really out here in these streets, if I see them, I will give them a couple dollars. And I'm not the type of person to be like, well, I'm not going to give you nothing because you're probably going to go get high or, you know, get something to drink from the liquor store. Or I'm not that kind of person. Like, whatever you want to do with your money, you do with your money. Whatever's going to make your day better and brighter for you, you go ahead. Because some of these homeless people, they haven't had a shower in months. They can't even wash their behind. They're just dirty. Like, their hair, they haven't showered. They're not in a homeless shelter because the homeless shelter probably pushed them away. Something probably happened and they don't even want to be in a homeless shelter no more. So some of these homeless people are really out here in the streets and they, you know, their hair is messy. Their skin, they're just trucking around every day with really no place to go. They might be collecting Social Security, and some people are homeless veterans. Like, we don't never know what somebody's position is. The man could have lost his wife, lost his house. Like, we don't never know how somebody got homeless. And people are judged every day. Oh, you're homeless because you didn't pay your rent. Some people are not homeless because of non-payment of rent. It could be something else. You don't never know. They could have lost their spouse. They could have lost their whole family, could have died off. And some people are out here and they're really homeless and they have nobody. They have no family. So if you have family and you have protection and you have resources, yo, be grateful for that. Be grateful. Be grateful. If you got a beautiful wife, a beautiful husband at home, and you got a good situation, don't mess it up. Because I'm telling you, where I work at, I see a lot of people come to work every day complaining about their wives, complaining about their house, complaining about this. And I'm like, listen, I'm homeless. I go home, like, I leave work every day and I go to a homeless shelter. And I'm sitting here listening to y'all people that got money complain about something so stupid. Like, we got to be grateful. We got to be more grateful for what we have, man. Because you got some people that are laying in hospital beds every single day. They're never going to walk. They're fighting for their life. They got medical issues. So let's not judge and talk about people, because we don't never know how they got there. We don't never know how they got there. And I'm just a person. I just tell my story because my story needs to be told, because I already know one day in a couple of months or 6 months to a year down the road, I'm going to look back at these videos and I'm like, damn, look where I was at. Look where I was at to look where I'm at now. Taking my necklace off. Look where I was at in the homeless situation. Family denying me. Family rejection. People pushing me away. From me going from a homeless shelter to a whole bunch of people that just don't give a damn about you. To me being okay. Because one day I know I'm gonna be okay. This is just for a season that I'm in right now. I'm gonna make it because I'm getting myself out of this. I'm not sitting around asking people for, like, you know, I'm getting it. I'm getting to the bag on my own. I'm not sitting around blaming things on the next person. It is what it is in my life. And I'm going to be okay because I already know it. I already know what kind of person I am. I know I'm a hustler anyway by nature. I'm going to go out there and do what I got to do to get what I need to get. I'm going to get housing again. I'm not sitting around crying and whining thinking that, you know, Trump is going to hand something to me. Nobody's going to hand you nothing. They got resources out here that can assist us, but nobody's going to just say, here, you need a house, don't you? You need a home. Here it is. It's not going to happen that way. It's not that easy. It's not that easy, y'all. But I'm not going to sit around and cry and whine about it. I'm going to get the work done that needs to be done. And I still exercise. I still get up and motivate myself every single day. Because I know that every day in my life, 7 days out of the week, every day is not going to be a great day. I might have maybe one day a week that I'm just like a little down on myself. Like, wow, how did I get here? How did this happen? Oh, I know how it happened, but oh my God, I hate my life. You know, when I was going through the thick of everything that I'm going through now, I'm telling y'all, I was suicidal. Not going to say I was going to do it, but in my head, I was thinking, wow, being under the ground or being off this earth would be easier than going through the trials that I go through in life. But I also know that that's the enemy trying to speak to me in my head. So I was like, wow, man, I'd rather be off this earth than live like this. And then live around a whole bunch of nasty people in the world that don't give a damn about you. Because if you could find someone that cares and loves you, keep them by your side. Don't let them go. Because you can even find genuine family that love you. And when I'm in the thick of it, I didn't even have my family. Like, nobody in my family asked me even what happened. That's why I know they didn't care. They never picked up the phone and actually asked me, sis, what's your story? Let me know what happened. How did you get in this situation? They never asked me that. That's how I know they didn't care about me. I was homeless for 27 years. Wow. 19 and pregnant. I lived in my car. If you haven't been there, maybe you don't get it, but I do. Yeah, it's real out here, ain't it? And when you out here homeless and you at rock bottom, it's like a lot of the times you're going to feel alone. You're going to feel isolated. You're going to feel like it's just you, right? But you're not alone. There's so many people out here going through that. And I know that I'm not alone. And I made friendships, and I made, in my homeless season, even on social media, my TikTok or whatever, I made friends, people that I actually talk to on the phone weekly. I have a girlfriend that I met her on TikTok. She's in another state. She speaks life into me, right? She speaks life into me while I speak life into myself, because I know I'm gonna make it. I'm not giving up. Like, I'll never give up. But I made friends with people that are strangers on social media, people that don't know me from a can of paint. They just see the genuineness in my conversation and things that I talk about. Like, wow, she's a really good person. Some people can just see goodness in you, right? They can see that I'm not out here trying to scam people. They can see that I'm really talking about a story that needs to be talked about. Like, homelessness is a serious issue. And some people out here in the world, like some older people that's out here, senior citizens are out here in the world. They're in the streets. They're dying in the streets. People are dying in their homeless situation. People in the wintertime are freezing in their cars. People are freezing in the woods. People are out here. People are starving. I see you got the good probably. 27 years ago, I was for about 8 months. Yeah. Yeah, it's real. It is real. It's been this January will be 2 years for me. If you guys are here and you're watching me and you haven't thumbs up my video, can y'all just go up here and y'all see that thumbs up? It's like a thumb, right? I'm at 29. If y'all could keep thumbs in my videos up for me, because that helps me. That helps people find my channel. Yeah, I'm holding my head up for sure. I just didn't want to be out here. That's why I went to the shelter, because I didn't want to be stuck out here in the cold. Because it's starting to get a little chilly now, you know. The kids are about to go back to school. And it's starting to get chilly out here. So I was like, no, I need to get into a shelter. Because one thing I don't like to be is cold. So the coldness is starting to settle in. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. I see them coming in. Let me know if you are new here, how you found my channel. And I think a lot of people are saying through the FYP page, like recommended or whatever. So people are finding me and they're coming over and they're talking. And if you haven't said anything, hello, welcome. Some people are silent watchers. Some people listen to my story, but they don't say anything, and that's okay too. Some people are just silent watchers, and that's all right. But I'm off today, and I'm just going to go to the library and apply for some more jobs. I do work full time, but I need a second job, y'all. I need me a second job, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a second job. So a lot of homeless people, I don't know if you guys know, but there are a lot of working homeless people. A lot of homeless people that you sit next to at work in your cubicle every day, they are homeless. Some of them are homeless. Some of them don't have a house. Some of them are going to homeless shelters. So just enlightening y'all, letting y'all know that, you know, homelessness is a real issue. They need more affordable housing for people, you know. The Most High got you. He is merciful and cares for you. Amen. I agree. I believe in Jesus Christ, so I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I know that God is going to help me, assist me through it. God is going to send in people in my life that I need to help assist me in my time. But in the meantime, I still got to do the work. So, you know, the work still needs to be done. And I'm doing the work, you know. I'm doing the work. I'm doing the work. I'm trying to build my social media up. I want this channel to be like, when I get out of homelessness, I still want to continue on with this channel, and I'm going to probably name it something else. But this channel is just for me to, you know, log everything that I've been going through, like my homeless journey. I want to talk about it, because in years to come, I'm going to look back at this and say, wow, a year ago I was homeless. A year ago I was living in my car. A year ago my family betrayed me. A year ago I went through this with my kids. A year ago I did this. A year ago I did that. But look at me now. I'm in a home. I got a business. It can all change. You're such an inspiration to me, because I'm struggling mentally, physically, and financially right now. I lost my finance 4 years ago and still grieving, and also disabled. I'm sorry, Skywalker. I'm sorry you're going through this, but you have to get on social media and try to engage with people who are also going through struggles. Like find a community for yourself. When you find a community for yourself, that helps you out in so many different ways. But we have to know that we have the willpower and we have the strength to get up and keep moving. One thing I'm not a failure. I am not going to lay in the gutter and just take the hits from society. I'm not going to lay down and give up. There's plenty of times I wanted to. There's plenty of times I wanted to give up, but I can't give up, because I don't want to live like this. That's my will, to live and to continue to survive and strive for what I want in life. I'm not going to lay in the gutter. I'm not going to lay in the gutter. That's not me. I'm not going to give up on life. And you shouldn't either, Skywalker. I'm not giving up, regardless of what it is. I don't know if you believe in the power of prayer. I believe in the power of prayer. I believe faith. My faith in Jesus Christ, knowing that God is watching me, knowing that if I pray, when I continue to pray every day, that God is going to send people in my life that I need to help assist me. Doors are going to open up for me. Like, it was easy for me to get in the shelter. The shelter didn't tell me, oh, we don't have the space. This shelter said, yeah, we have the space. When are you coming? That was a door that opened up for me. I have food every day. I can go to the shelter and have a hot meal. They give you a lot of food too. So I'm grateful for that. Big ups to the fighting spirit. You want to make it? Yeah, I gotta have a fighting spirit. I can't give up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have a daughter. I have a 13-year-old daughter that I have to get back to. You know, she lives with a family member of mine, so I gotta get my family back. You know, I go through a lot of hurt and pain, and there's some things I don't even speak about. But I believe in the power of prayer, and the power that comes behind having faith. The power that knowing that tomorrow is not going to be like today was. It may be dark today, but I'm going to be up again tomorrow. I may be down yesterday, but tomorrow I guarantee you I'm going to get up. I'm not laying in the gutter. Because I like a lot of things about life. Like, I'm a hiker. I love to hike, right? I love people. I do love engaging and talking to people, but I like talking about real things that people are going through in life. A lot of people today are into like the cars and the houses and this and that. My job is very much based on what people have. Let me show you my house. Let me show you what I'm doing this weekend. I'm not that kind of person. I am okay with the most basic things. But I do want to get my next apartment. It's going to be very comfortable for me. I'm not a glitz and glam kind of woman. I'm talking about, yeah, he's the only one. Well, whatever. I believe in Jesus Christ, so thanks for forgiveness, deliverance, and yours. I've got to go, but I'll keep you. Thank you so much. He's the only one that can say you good. I appreciate that. You have a nice day too. Big ups to the fighting spirit. Thank you for highlighting the working homeless. Yeah, working homeless. It's a lot of working homeless people. I mean, somebody you sitting next to in your cubicle might be going to their car every day or going to sleep under a bridge. You have a great day too. If you don't mind me asking, maybe that. I have one daughter that's 13. Yep, and she's actually going to be going back to school on September the 5th. So I'm getting ready for that. Got to get her a couple things like some sneakers and stuff. So I have responsibilities, you know, on top of being homeless. I have things that I still have to do and things that I still need to achieve, and you know, but I'm not crying about anything. I put myself in this situation, so I'm going to get myself out. You could put yourself into a situation and it could take you like 2 seconds to get into a situation, but it could take you 2-3 years to get out of it. You know what I mean? So, but I don't sit around and cry. I don't whine. I'm not crying. I'm not, you know, begging anybody for money. I'm doing my work. I'm getting the work done. Because I know that God sees what I'm doing. God knows. He knows my heart. So I don't really need to explain to people too much about anything. It doesn't matter what man says, you know? It doesn't matter what a human being says. It doesn't matter what people say, what they think, how they judge you, and all this old stuff. So what? We got to stop worrying about what people think or what they say or what they think about you and what they think about how you do this or how you look or whatever. I don't care about what people think or say about me. My family talk about me like a dog. They throw me under the bus, but I can't worry about that. I got to worry about myself. I'm just cleaning out my car while I'm talking to y'all, but, you know, I'm glad that I have some confidence about myself. You know, I'm confident in a lot of things. I mean, there's some things in life that I'm not so confident about, but for the most part, I'm a confident woman. So nothing that somebody could say to me will make me like, what is the, oh, it's and I've been getting lottery tickets too. So maybe I'll win the lottery. What do you guys think? You know, sometimes people that be homeless, they be winning lotteries, man. And then, you know, you win the lottery and you get some money. Then everybody in your family want to come and say, hey, what can you help me with something? Like, no, you ain't help me when I was homeless. What you want me to help you with now? You know, you come into some money, people going, no. And if I ever win the lottery, I'm going to let everybody know, too. I'm going to let them know that ain't nothing I can do for you. Sorry. Stay on time. I gotta go, but I can tell you type reemerge from rock bottom. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I say my life is at rock bottom. I'm definitely in rock bottom right now, but I know one thing. I'm not gonna stay in rock bottom. The sister's fighting to get out. We are. I'm fighting. I'm fighting to get out of rock bottom. So I'm fighting this rock bottom. This rock bottomist. I'm just cleaning out my car, y'all. Taking some of this trash out of here. It's my day off, and I only had one day off this week. I worked yesterday. I worked in another state, actually, yesterday. I needed the extra money, so I'm like, the extra couple of hours that I'm going to get on my check is, I love it. So if I got to work, I wish I could work more, but, you know, at my job, they give overtime to the people that they really like. So overtime at my job is not fair. It's not fair. Overtime is not fair because people are just not fair. So, you know how it is at the job. The boss gives stuff to people that they really like, mostly. They're not really so crazy about me, but, you know, it is what it is. They don't be so crazy about me. But I was able to get overtime yesterday, so. But like I said, overtime is not always around. It's not always there. So I have to get what I can get. So if you guys are here and you're watching, let me know what state you're in. I'm about to get off soon. I know I'm about to go into 2 hours of a live stream, which is nice. The only reason I'm able to do this live stream is because I was off today. So I'm able to run my mouth. I'm able to talk. If you guys are here and you are new, I am a homeless woman. I now live inside a homeless shelter, and I'm starting my life over, you know, from hitting rock bottom to restarting my life. And that's where I'm at with it. I'm restarting my life. At my age, I'm in my 40s, so I'm restarting my life, y'all. And I'm actually excited because you know what? The season that's coming up, the fall, I can smell the fall in the air, and I'm excited about the fall season. So I'm excited about what's ahead. I'm excited about the pumpkins. I'm excited about the leaves or about the fall. I'm excited. I'm not excited about the winter because I don't like it cold, but you know, I'm grateful. I'm grateful where I'm at right now. I'm grateful for where I'm at right now in my life. Said it doesn't matter how many family members I don't have. I'm still grateful to. I'm just grateful, y'all. I'm grateful to be in my situation because I am homeless, but I'm okay with it. That's nothing. I was there, just a minor setback. Yeah, how long were you homeless? You said you were homeless. Were you on the streets? Were you inside a homeless shelter? I mean, this is actually my second time in my life being homeless, because I know a lot of people say, well, you didn't learn your lesson the first time. You know, people are going to come in and say stuff like that. I said, it's not about that. It's just about, we make mistakes in life. Things happen, and we have to just change. A lot of things I have to change in my life to get to where I want to go, and I'm changing. I'm learning to love myself. I'm learning to be in my own head in a positive kind of way, and learning that some things I just can't do. You know what I mean? It's nothing. I was there just a minor. Good morning, madam. Rick Bottom is at bedrock of promotion and prosperity to a new life. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Prophet Snow. Yep. I know I'm gonna have a new life, new welcoming, that fresh energy, that fresh everything. The fresh fire is coming my way, and I know it. I know God is watching over me, and things that I may not know now. I know a lot of good things are coming my way because I'm a positive person. I'm a positive woman. So I don't sit around and cry and whine. I mean, some days I may cry, but guess what? That next day I'm gonna get up. That next day I'm gonna get up for sure, because we live in a rotten world where nobody gives a damn. So I gotta keep myself going. We gotta keep ourselves going, and we cannot give up, right? I hope that you guys have subscribed to me already. I had a lot of people that came through today. I thank you guys for our talk, but I need to get my gym clothes on so I can get out here and do some exercise. I need to do my slow exercise, my jog, my slow walk. It's nice out. It's windy. It feels like it's gonna rain, but it feels so good. The fresh air feels good. I need to get out the car and walk around. Just breathe in that beautiful air and just enjoy myself. But I hope that you guys have an awesome day, and I very much thank you. I've been in a dark place as well, sis. I struggle every day in my own mind because I'm miserable. I do believe in prayer because that's all I have. Yeah, you have to keep praying and you have to bring yourself out of that because you don't want to get yourself stuck in that dark place. Because if you get stuck in a dark place, it's hard to get out that dark place. So you have to try to bring yourself up. Every day is not going to be easy. But me, I'm grateful and I'm thankful for life. I'm grateful that I can breathe. Because if you look at somebody else, there's somebody else out there in a worse position than what you say that you're in. There's somebody out there doing worse than me. I was in the streets and homeless shelters in full because of the influx of immigrant, but I built my backbone and now I'm doing way better. And I'm from Toronto now on vacation in Peru. Hell, yay. So stay up. I will. Thank you. I love to see nice people communicating with me and tell me about their lives. A lot of people come over here due to homelessness. Some people are homeless now. Some people have been homeless. So for whatever reason, my content is being pushed out to people that need to hear it. So I appreciate you guys. And if you're down and out and you're in your dark stage in life, continue to pray and be on your knees. Like whatever you believe in, whatever power that you believe in, continue to tap in on your power. And whatever you believe in, it's going to work out for you. But you have to believe. You have to know that you're going to come out of that place. You have to believe and know. Like, I know I'm not going to be homeless forever. I know I'm not going to be homeless in the next 6 months. I know I'm not going to be homeless in the next 4 months. I already know that because I'm actually out here doing the work. I'm doing the work. I'm actively every day. I'm getting out, getting to a bag. I'm hustling. I'm going to work. I'm keeping a positive attitude. I'm not sitting around thinking that I'm a loser. I'm not. I made a mistake in my life, and the mistake that I made has set my life back a few years, right? But I'm working on change. So that's all that really matters. You have a wonderful day too, love. Thanks for the encouragement. No problem. I will talk to you guys all soon, okay? Y'all have an awesome day. I'll see you soon. Maybe later on I'll come back on. So I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.